What's up, y'all? As y'all seen in my last video, I am not doing games right now because I'm still working with the Elgato game capture and such. But until then, I'm gonna start putting out stuff that's a lot more different, that is like this stuff in this video and shit like that. You know what I just thought about? I low-key can't with cartoons nowadays. And yeah, I know I'm a young male and shit like that, a young adult and shit, but shit, fuck you. I still watch cartoons, goddammit. I don't give a I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, it's like what you gonna make me not watch the shit? I'll watch other shit. Whether it's important shit or not important shit, I still watch cartoons even though they're not important to me at my age and shit, but fuck it, I still watch it. But like, what blows me is the shit that be coming on nowadays. And I mostly be watching Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon from time to time. I stopped fucking with Disney Channel when all the good shit started going off. And I'm still blown because like, I watched those two networks and shit, and all the good shit is gone. I'm still upset that all that shit is done. Like, all right. There's only like 3 channels I'm gonna get into, and this first one that I'm gonna talk about is freaking Cartoon Network, the most important one that I've been fucking with since I was young. So it's like, man, Cartoon Network when I was like 5 years old, maybe even less than that. Like they had a lot of good shit. Like, man, tell me if y'all remember this shit. Ed, Nettie, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Class of 3000, Ai, Puffy Yami, Yumi, Mucha Lucha, Samurai Jack, Shaolin Showdown, all of that shit. If I miss some shit, I need for y'all to tell me. But I mean, like, come on, yo. Like, all that shit is gone. And then I found the reasons why some of those shows were gone. Like, Class of 3000, Andre 3000 took that idea from somebody else that was in a school trying to do the same thing. But he got credit for it because he's more famous than that other person that wasn't famous at all. Which was that crazy shit. Freaking Foster's, that, I don't know why that stopped. But then again, it doesn't bring an explanation to the table, considering the fact that one year around Christmas, they came back with one episode and stopped right after that. Bitch, I thought that was gonna be a new season! Like, oh my gosh. Like, I remember, it was like, what, Christmas of like, what, 2012? I don't even remember when that came out, but it was like, I think it was on Christmas. And like, they showed somebody, I think it was Blue. I don't remember the episode, but they showed somebody having a dream during Christmas or something. And then like, a bunch of futuristic shit was popping off. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I might have to go back and look into it, but there was a bunch of futuristic shit popping off, which didn't really make any sense to me because of how Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is set up. But then again, I was hype as shit because that one of my favorite shows of all time when I was a kid was coming back on. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. So I watched it and I was like, man, it wasn't even pretty good. But then again, like, if this is like a season starter, like a pilot into a new season, I definitely watch the rest of that shit. Never happened. I got up but like, what the fuck? Like what? Like, come on, bro. Like, why would you bring back an old show that is well missed and well liked to your network and then drop that shit like it never existed? Like, what the actual, bro? Come on now. Then like freaking with Ed and Nettie, Danny Artanucci wanted to freaking get into books, but you already know you didn't like build a lot of people's childhoods. What? Now you want to write books? I get you because you want to be an author, I guess, because like I'm not no industry director or anything like that, so I kind of can't understand. But I understand like if you want to do something else besides that. It's like that episode of Family Guy where they did that parody where Stewie killed a bunch of people and Brian was involved in an accident, and he was a famous writer for the Snuggly Jeff series and shit, and he killed off Snuggly Jeff because he wanted to get into more serious shit. It's kind of like that, but just in animation production. in animation production, he wanted to be a director and all of that. Then he wanted to be a director and all that and produce Ed, and Eddie. And now he stopped and he wants to write books. I understand that, but it's just like, yo, it went off. That's the thing. It went off. Like, I can understand if you don't want to give your creativity to somebody else, like how they did with the 4th season of the Boondocks, which was bullshit. Like, none of the plots came together. There was like a couple things that happened where the plots came together, but remember that last episode of the Boondocks in season 4 when Riley was running because like he got caught by the different group of people that were like gays, trannies, and all that shit, and like he called them faggots, and or like not faggots, but like he said that's gay and shit because the dude was gay and shit, and then he had to run like some kind of marathon and shit or something like that. Like, that shit did not make any sense. What did that have to do with Robert getting his house repossessed? What did that have to do with anything? I just didn't understand. Like, it's like that. I just don't understand why it went off. Like, Cartoon Network, period, that was my shit. Like, all this other stuff that be coming on Cartoon Network, some stuff is okay. Other stuff is like, why did you do this? Like the stuff that I like on Cartoon Network, I like Regular Show. I like Adventure Time. I like Steven Universe. Yo, and I'm getting deeper and deeper into Steven Universe. That plot, that story is so good. Oh my gosh. Like, and then like Regular Show, that shit went off because they did the last episode of Regular Show in space where everybody came together and just to stop something that was going on. I was like, and I didn't even catch the whole thing. But fuck. Adventure Time, they be coming back from time to time with new episodes and all that. Everything else on there is trash. Oh. The one thing that is absolute trash on Cartoon Network is Teen Titans Go. Bruh, when they announced that they were gonna make another show for Teen Titans, for the Teen Titans in animation cartoon-like form, and then I saw the preview, I was like, this shit is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be terrible. They like however many seasons that they are in to the whole entire show, and it's been nothing but terrible. Like, they made Robin completely ass now. Like, in the original Teen Titans, that motherfucker was bad as hell. This nigga went through training with Batman, and then he had his own team that he was leading and shit, and then that's what pushed him off to the Teen Titans. That made him the leader of the Teen Titans, and he was bad as shit. Even though he didn't have a lot of weapons, he had a staff, he had batarangs, he had grappling hooks, he had all that shit. But he had the freaking intelligence and the strategy in battle. That motherfucker was bad in the original Teen Titans. But when they made Teen Titans Go, they turned that nigga completely ass. Like, they really made sure that they made all his weapons completely useless. Which pissed me off because we already know he's a lot smarter than that. Batman trained this boy. Why couldn't he be smart? Yeah, he's smart in the show, but he's also an absolute letdown. My phone keeps going off. Anyways, about Teen Titans Go and shit. Like, that whole show is completely ass. Like Cyborg is fuck no. Beast Boy is his usual playful self, but they just made him even dumber. They made Cyborg even dumber too. And Cyborg actually wasn't even dumb. Beast Boy wasn't even dumb. Well, he wasn't the very smartest. He wasn't that smart. Actually, he was the lowest in the original Teen Titans, but he was still hella smart. Garfield, Mark Logan was smart as shit. And Victor Stone, he was smart as shit too. Freaking Dick Grayson was smart as shit too. Starfire, Raven is a freaking gothic ass letdown. That's how she was in the original series. But she was a lot more cooperative. She was a lot more open and shit like that. Raven is a closed book reading books. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on now. I don't like that shit. But to get off the matter of Cartoon Network, because now all their shows are ass. And I'm saying Cartoon Network, not anything affiliated with Cartoon Network like Adult Swim. Adult Swim is still the shit. Still, especially when they brought in the English episodes of Dragon Ball Super and One Punch Man. Heaven. Anyways, like, another thing that pisses me off now is Nickelodeon. Like, the cartoons y'all be putting on, I don't even watch Nickelodeon like that. And I already know that the only two shows that are actually still on that are still on Nickelodeon from when I was young was Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob. And by Berlizzi's last video of Fairly Odd Parents exposed to, Fairly Odd Parents needs to stop. Like, I remember seeing his roast about the Fairly Odd Parents, and it had me thinking about why did they bring Chloe into the picture? Why is she there? Like Lillian was right, yo. I swear he was right. He was so fucking right. Like, come on, bruh. Like, you gonna put this energetic ass, happy ass girl that's not really going through shit. You gonna make him split. You gonna make him share You gonna make Timmy share his fairies with a girl that is basically going through nothing that can let her down. She's going through shit. Like, her freaking town got flooded, and then that's when she moved to Dimsdale. But I mean, like, that didn't really get her down at the most. Nothing can really make her upset. Nothing can make her upset. Nothing can really make her cry. Like, she's holly jolly, and she makes friends with everybody, even Crocker. And Crocker hates kids. The fuck? So it's like, if you make somebody that doesn't even like kids like you, then you know you're making a big difference. But it's like, why would you make Timmy share his fairies with a girl that can make anybody their friend? She ain't going through shit. Timmy originally got his fairies because he was resented by his mom and dad. Vicky was a bitch, and his life wasn't even all that good. Like, what the fuck? That's why he got Cosmo and Wanda. Like, come on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I agree. Fairly Odd Parents needs to stop. Like, and then y'all can't even, like, reverse what y'all already did by, like, taking Chloe out of the picture, like she moves or anything like that. You can't even take her out of the picture because you already did what you done did. You already done wrote your wrongs, if that makes sense. But then SpongeBob, I don't fuck with SpongeBob no more, really, cause I just realized how dumb and gay that shit is. And I mean gay, like that one episode where these niggas, SpongeBob and Patrick, almost kissed and shit. Like, I'm not for the gay shit. I don't know. Not even in cartoon form. No, I'm not for it. Nowhere. Absolutely not. Now, the new stuff that be on Nickelodeon, like stuff that Dan Schneider produced from back then, like Zoe 101 and stuff such like that. Then like 2006 or something like that. iCarly. There was stuff like Sam and Cat, Victorious. Victorious was my favorite out of all of them. I like them joints. I like that shit. Yo, the girls were hot as fuck. Oh my god. And then all these other cartoons like Pig, Goat, Banana, Cricket. The fuck is the point? And where are y'all living? Like, what? Y'all living in the same place as the Oblongs. What the hell? Like, y'all around sewers all damn day. Now, that one show, The Loud House, I watch that shit occasionally, but not often. And I've seen a couple episodes. That show is actually pretty good. One dude and like, what, 11 sisters or some shit? Like, I don't remember how many there were, but I knew that the oldest one was in like high school. The second oldest one was dumb as shit. And then the one that was younger, the very young one, the baby, she pretty much does whatever the fuck she wants. Then the other little one, there's another little one that's like smart as shit, like freaking Chloe from We Bare Bears. and they look smack like each other, just to bang up a comparison. And then there's the whole lineup of the sisters and shit. Like, that show was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go to Disney Channel. Yo, I stopped fucking with Disney Channel as soon as That's So Raven went off. And then they made a spinoff and made Cory in the House. Then that shit went off. Like I was done with cartoon. I was done with Disney Channel after all the old shit went off. Freaking Kim Possible, shit like the Even Stevens, Phil of the Future, That's So Raven, Cory in the House, all of that old shit I actually like. Like, when I was a real little kid, I remember myself watching Disney's House of Mouse. I wouldn't watch that shit now, because I'm too old for that. But I mean, like, I used to like stuff like that. There was stuff like American Dragon, Jake Long. Because I remember I was singing that shit in class earlier today, and I was like, where did this come from? I was like, J to the A to the K to the E. The Mac Daddy Dragon of the NYC. Heard? Hey! American Dragon! Like, all of that shit. Like, that shit used to be crazy. Now you got shit like Girl Meets World. And I'm not going to say it's bad because I don't watch it. But I'm pretty sure it's based on Boy Meets World, and I haven't even watched that. There's like Casey Undercover, which is not good. I've seen a couple episodes and I don't like it. Like, there's badass females. Well, Zendaya and her cousin that she fought, or her so-called cousin that she fought. There's Zendaya, her cousin that she fought. The mom is pretty. She alright. I'm not gonna say she bad, but she alright. Then the fight scenes are absolutely stupid. Like, can y'all at least make the fighting look real? Like, we all know that when you kick, your foot's not reaching their stomach. Like, then y'all don't even make this shit look graphic. Like, I don't mean graphic like blood being spilled, hella cuts, hella facial markings like a black eye or a scar or a cut, anything like that. Y'all don't make that. But can y'all, like, work in between so it can look real? Like, I'm still not gonna watch it, but can you at least do that? I mean, I don't know, man. Cartoons have evolved. This is why I stick with anime. I've been watching anime for like 6 years. I didn't even know what the hell anime was until I came across Naruto. I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z, but I was like, nah, Naruto is the very first anime that I watched. And I mean the first Naruto, when all them kids were little and they were trying to go from being Genis to Chunings, then Chunings, and then hold that ranking and shit. What the fuck was this? But then and then I discovered Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, actually I'm not gonna get into Dragon Ball Z, not in this video. I might do it in another video, not this video. But yeah, this is my first like kinda rant, and just me talking about stuff that I want to talk about. And hopefully y'all feel the same way about stuff and shit. Cause I plan on doing more of these. And that's just me. But I mean, like, if y'all don't like it, I'd rather you tell me that than to just like, I'd rather you tell me that than to just not fuck with my shit at all. So now let me stop with the bullshit. But I mean, like, I'm signing off and shit because I don't really have anything else to talk about. But until the next video, deuces.